Love, the relationship from a metaphysical perspective, the relationship of love to fear is the same as the relationship of light to dark. Darkness is not a thing, it's the absence of a thing. So if you want to get rid of darkness, you can't hit it with a baseball bat, you turn on the light and the darkness disappears. Now, in A Course in Miracles, which is a self-study program of spiritual psychotherapy, based on universal spiritual themes. It's not a religion. It's just talking about these great spiritual themes at the heart of all the great religious teachings and spiritual philosophies. The idea here is that there are only two emotions, love and fear. So all negative emotions, what we call negative emotions, all that stress that the doctor was talking about, derives from fear. So the Course in Miracles says, love is to fear what light is to dark. You can't fight fear. You know, the Western psychotherapeutic tradition would posit that if we simply analyze our fears enough, that will somehow dissolve them. And enough of us have been in enough therapy to know it's not quite that simple. So the idea here is that when the mind is filled with love, literally fear cannot be. So in any given moment, that's why forgiveness matters. That's why a disciplined practice of trying to open the heart, much as this was so interesting in light of what Dr. Kennedy was saying, in any moment when my heart is open, I can't have an open heart and a neurotic thought at the same time.
No, you can't. You can't. And I think a lot of us, what we try to do is we try to combat it with focusing on the negative or the fear instead of, as you say, turn on the light.
Right. Either focusing on the fear, that's one thing, analyzing the fear, or a kind of ersatz love, thinking that I can just pour pink paint over my fears and my problems as though then they will not be there. That, of course, sometimes just impacts them and makes them go deeper down. The issue is to bring them to the surface. And whether we have a religious orientation, I surrender this into the hands of God, or whatever our process is by which we take the fear and surrender it, that it might be transformed by a power greater than ourselves.